in terms of different budget types, if someone's coming to you, with a smaller budget, are there different options that they have in terms of coverage, front row offers?
Yeah, so there's lots of options. And, sometimes, as I said earlier, it gets driven a little bit by contractual obligations and insurance requirements, perhaps of funders or streamers or broadcasters. So that's something. Step one is, okay, do I have anything there that I need to satisfy? Now, if you're able to have a bit of flexibility, which I like for our producing clients, because I want to make sure the premium scales to the risk and to the, the size of the project, right? So we actually years ago created some online portals to help clients with those smaller projects, right? And to us, that was a valuable thing because we like to start creating a relationship early with people, right? So they'll have a small project, maybe they're doing like a PSA or something, and they're shooting 2 days over a weekend, and they need insurance. Well, they can go into one of our portals, they can insure just their equipment because the rental houses require it. They can get some good general liability coverage, which responds to bodily injury and property damage claims if somebody gets hurt on location or on set. And that's a really nice, robust package, right? That they can purchase, and it works well with a lower budget production. As we move up, and the risks have changed a lot as well, right? And when I first started doing this, clients were shooting film, we were processing film, we had all of these things, and there's a whole other myriad of risks there. Well, we don't see a lot of processed film anymore. I used to insure a couple of the big labs in Toronto that, it was always very fascinating. And we knew at the time the labs took no responsibility for processing the negative film. So, I had one large claim once where the film was fed, it twisted, and it was fed through the solution, the wrong way, and it ruined a whole day of shooting, a big chunk of a day of shooting. We don't have those same risks anymore. We can lose data now, and we can still have equipment problems. But to me, that allows the producer to make some good decisions around really what are their risks, right? So if they have, they're shooting digitally, they've got multiple redundancies built into their backup, they've got a tech on location, they've got their post people, everybody's keeping an eye on this data to make sure that it's protected. So actually you have more ability to self-protect yourself than maybe you did when a lab was processing negative. So depending, again, as the driver, financiers that need certain levels of insurance, well, then you might get stuck with having to buy a more robust package. But again, having this conversation early on allows you to have that conversation, right? And you make some decisions, and maybe you go back to the funder and say, look, my insurance is going to, for this, you're giving me $10,000 to produce this, but it's going to cost me $7,000 for insurance. What can we do? Because I'm sure at the end of the day, we all want to see the money go to what's on camera, not what's in behind it, right? So yeah, definitely the opportunity to scale based on the size of the project, where it's, being shot, how it's being shot, the equipment that's being used, all those things need to be factored in.